Ella, and today I'm going to be making a potato-powered light bulb for my Genius Hour project. Wow, work on wonders. Potato-powered light bulb. By me, Ella. What? I am making a potato-powered light bulb. I got the inspiration from Pinterest. For this project, I will need 4 mini potatoes, but instead I'm actually going to use 2 bigger potatoes, but it's always optional. You can always use 4 mini potatoes. 4 zinc-plated nails, 4 pennies, a light bulb / LED, and just so you know, you would like it to be smaller, so about 3 volts, and 6 small strands of copper wire. Why? The reason why I wanted to do a potato-powered light bulb is because I've never made a potato project before, and I thought it would be something new. Questions. I have one question that I hope to answer by the end of the project, and I did answer it. So it was, can you use any different fruit or vegetables instead of a potato? Well, I was on one of my resources, and I found that you can use a grapefruit a grapefruit, but the potatoes work the best. So if you're going to make one, I suggest using a potato. Answers. I now have the answers to my questions. In the research that I did, I found out you cannot make a light bulb without a potato because of the juices in the potato react to the other materials. Well, you can, but you can't. I just suggest using a potato. I had all my supplies at home, so I did not need to go out and buy anything. You may not have your supplies at home, but I did. I would suggest going to a place like Lowe's for your supplies like copper wire, nails. I'm sure you might have pennies at home, and I just happened to have my supplies at home, so that worked out perfect. Ideas. Invent, design, experiment, act, share. So that's what I did for this project, and I'm so excited about it, and I hope you enjoy. Facts. A chemical reaction takes place between the 2 dissimilar metals, and the potato juices create a mini amount of voltage that can power a tiny electrical device. A few years ago at the University of Jerusalem, they released their find that a potato boiled for 8 minutes can make the bulb 10 times more powerful than a raw potato. I'm only using raw potato because I didn't think to boil my potato at school, but that's okay. Be careful. Be careful when handling the small wires. There's a small electrical charge in the wires. Also, do not perform near open flame because you could start a fire, and that would not be very good. I don't think your parents would be very happy with that. That's because the hydrogen gas might also be a byproduct of the reaction in the potato that you made, so do not perform it near open flames. Resources. I found a fair bit of resources, and that was very helpful, so I would check my answers on all the resources. My first resource was Pinterest because that worked out perfectly, because that's where I got my idea. Google Slides, YouTube, Smithsonian.com, Science.how.stuff.works, and Finishing.com. Okay, so now I am actually going to perform this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my potato-powered light bulb. So unfortunately, I forgot to bring in like a plastic knife to make my slit in my potatoes, but that's okay. I can just use the pennies. So here I have 2 potatoes. I have a very, very small light bulb, if you can see that. It's actually a one-way light bulb, which means you can only put, you can't put it this way. It has to be this way when you're performing. I have my copper wire. I have a little bit extra That is because if any of it doesn't work, or if it's not long enough, then I've got that, which will be perfect. I have extra nails. I just brought these just because, so I've got a fair bit of nails. And I have my 4 pennies. So, first step. The first step to making this is this. Cut the potatoes in half. If they're too large, these are good for now, so I'm not going to cut them in half. Then make a slit large enough to fit your penny inside. So you may be wondering why I have 4 pennies and only 2 potatoes. Well, if you cut them in half, then you would have a penny for each half. Well, instead, I'm just going to do double. So I'm going to do 2 pennies in this one and 2 pennies in this one. So first of all, you're going to make a slit large enough to hold a penny inside. So I'm just going to go and push my penny in. It'll work perfectly fine, and hope that I'll be able to get it out. And so just do that with your other potatoes or other halves. Can't seem to get that one out, so I might just have to use the nails to help me get that one out. That's okay. Okay, so now once you've made all your slits, what you're going to do is you're going to take some of your copper wire and wrap it around each of your penny a few times, so about 2 to 3 times, depending on how much copper wire you have. So just wrap it around like this. So I only wrapped it around twice, but that's okay. And then I'm going to stick it in. So the wire is like going this way. So it's going down. So I'm going to stick it in that way so it doesn't unravel. Now I'm going to do that again and hope that I can get this out. There we go, I got it out. And so going to take this and wrap it around again. Can be a little tricky because your hands might be a little wet from the potato juices. And stick it in again, like you did with your other one. Now take another piece of copper wire. It doesn't really matter what piece. I've got multiple pieces, but it doesn't really matter. And, like I said, again, wrap it around your penny. It's pretty easy, but for the parts that you're going to stick it to the light bulb, you might need a little help from your parents or an older brother or sister. So stick it in and then do that one more time. I've actually just realized that these ones already have like a little loophole that I'll put around the light bulb, so I'm just going to use those instead on the end potatoes. So then I'll connect it to the light bulb and it'll be easier. So just stick it in. I have to change this one up. Just go like that. And like I said, keep doing it until all your pennies have copper wire around them. Stick them in and then you are done. Step 1. And step 2, I guess. So step 3 is you're going to take your zinc plated nails. So the reason why we're using zinc plated nails is because the zinc reacts to the juices in the potato and the copper from the pennies, and then it makes a small electrical voltage, and then it travels up the wire and into your light bulb, and then your light bulb lights up. So just stick it into your potato. Make sure it doesn't touch the penny, because then it won't work. So do that again. Once you've done that, this part may be a little bit trickier. So what you do is you go penny to nail, penny to nail, penny to nail. So you should have 2 pieces of wire wrapped around your nails on one nail. So one nail has 1 piece of wire like that. So you can't go like, you can't do this. So you can't go this potato has this strand of wire and you can't wrap it around this nail, because you have to put it to the other one. Otherwise you've got no electricity because it doesn't travel through anything. And then this wire to this potato, I just realized I actually did put the looped wire on the wrong potato. That doesn't matter. This wire to this potato, and try to keep your wires from not touching because then it works much better. And this wire to this nail. Okay, now you're going to take 2 more zinc plated nails, stick them in your potato. So for every penny, there's going to be 1 nail, 1 nail, and then you're going to have an extra nail. Make sure they do not touch, because then it won't work. Now you're going to wrap the wire around the nail. So this does not need to be connected to any pennies, because this is going to be the part that goes onto the light bulb. So it's just easiest that it's not connected to the pennies. Once you have done that, now it's the part that you get to actually put it to your little light bulb. So I'm going to ask my helper to turn off the lights. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you. This may be a little bit harder to see, but once I get it going, whoops. Once I get it going, it should work. So for my light bulb, I've got 2 little wires that go out the end, and I just made like a little loophole on my wires, and then I'm just going to connect one of these wires to the other little tiny peg wire, sort of. And if you touch the little wires on the light bulb, it will short out, so it won't work as good. Whoops. Thank you, Tara. So sorry, just put that back on. So, oops. This part's a little bit trickier because the small wires and the small light bulb. Can you cut? It's not working. I don't know why it's not working right now.